Hey everybody, thanks so much for joining me today for day 44 of Take a Journey with Me. The title of today's writing is From Living Numb to Living on the Edge. This was also written a few months ago, and I won't say anything afterwards, but just know that change is possible. Isaiah 53 verse 6, we all like sheep have gone astray. Each of us has turned to our own way, and the Lord has laid him on the iniquity of us all. I used to live as though nothing was of concern to me. It was like drinking a glass of water each day as routine necessary. No fear of emotions within my tormenting soul. Feeling it, was all which I deserved. Bar hopping along with strangers, harming myself in many ways, thus acting out as one with no self-respect. After the bounds of pain put upon me by countless men, rape, physical abuse, and emotional torment as though I were mere property to them. As a result, finding ways to further harm myself. My body has been riddled with pains, metal jaw to foot, with aches deep in my bones, physically as well emotionally. Tremendous trauma and injuries from the military, MST, sexual harassment, and moving luggage heavier than I was then. Compounded by results of my lifestyle with these pains, I initiated acts of self-annihilation on innumerable occasions. Attempted suicide a dozen times with pills, a bridge, and wine. Each emotional reaction exceedingly easy for me. Like flipping a switch, I put myself into harm's way, leaving bars with strangers, walking alone in the middle of nowhere, and almost kidnapped twice. My last attempt left me minutes from my own demise. Not realizing the depths of my vulnerability under such darkness, not understanding the cycle of hurting myself and being hurt by others. Finding my way out of that deep, dark, and dreary pit. Since those days, I have looked back to that girl as a stranger. She stared as in deep thought, but far away with the emptiness she felt inside. Not recognizing who this distraught young woman was, because I existed and reacted in such a numbing state of mind. Each day ran together with no thought of what tomorrow would hold, living as not understanding their lasting effects. No longer living in darkness, I now feel everything deeply. As if I stopped taking my pain medication and my body felt each ache deeper. My level of insecurity and fear has come right at me, as though I am suddenly feeling all the anxiety I had within. Thoughts, reminders, and triggers from each incident I have experienced. It bombards me like a train when the brakes go out. Everything I did back then was to erase and hide from my pains. Pains not only physically, but also inside my deep, aching heart, and soul, and mind. I cannot find enough ways to hide from them. Accepting it is better to meet everything head on, to move from the loss of those years, which held control of my actions. This instead of running from it all as I did back then. I often battle within which way is or was the best. My words on paper flowed back then. Now I struggle writing just one line. My creativity in writing on a greater level then. Now I fear of my writing vulnerable again, hoping to find balance of all emotional states that I live in and battle daily. As if doing so would draw me back into the darkness. It is like brilliant painters and musicians I read of. Learning of their life stories both helps with my assurance and scares me all the more. Many had their most incredible pieces during their darkest days. So here I am in this insane dilemma I put myself in. A vulnerability in the walls and facade that I wear, and a medium that I crave. To let go of living numb without going off of the ledge. Thank you. God bless.